For those who didn't know the Nordstream race, what is it? What does it mean?
The Nord Stream is the pipeline that connects Russia to all of Europe and essentially delivers gas and oil to Europe from Russia. And the racetrack is following the course of that pipeline. Well, it really terminates in Warnemünde, but we're sending them off from here because it's a unique challenge. There's no long offshore, long distance race in the Baltic. It's the only one of its kind. It's a very tough challenge, not to mention the red tape at the end. So going into Russia, all the immigration and customs is a bit more demanding than going just to Sweden for a holiday. And it's tough racing with lots of strategic choices to make for the navigators, for the skippers. They need to be on their toes all the time, make use of any little changes in wind direction. The routing, strategic and the tactical decisions are very, very important, and they need to race hard for all the time with those boats. So
it's the second tour for this long distance, 800 miles non-stop. What do you expect from the track?
Well, that's very difficult to say. Obviously, we've only got one edition, one previous non-stop edition, which was in 2013, from which we can derive any sort of expectations. But we had slightly different conditions on those, so I'm not really expecting this to be a record-breaking year. But from a couple of days ago, when I looked at the forecast, etc., it did change, it did improve, and the times we estimate them to St. Petersburg are decreasing all the time. So maybe we are in for an exciting event.
Alan Green promised in 2013 a prize giving for the exactest navigation and the fastest race. Would you like to do the same?
Well, that is Alan's Navigator's Prize, and you know, Alan used to be my mentor, so I've done a few races with Alan and been serving as his deputy in the 2007 Transatlantic, for example. So I'm now stepping up slightly, and I hope to fill the shoes that Alan left. So I think having a Navigator's Prize and trying to get the navigators to tell me when they think they will arrive and then choosing the one that got closest, that might be an exciting challenge, yes.
2013, the record is 3 days and a couple of hours. What your expectations? What will it this year's be?
I don't know the record to the exact minute, but I believe it's been 3 days and 12 hours, which outsider took, Kent and Keelboat. These 160s aren't necessarily comparable to that, but they're nice racing machines, and I think we may be off by about 10 hours at the moment. So looking at the latest of what options we have strategically, etc., I would suggest they would take about 3 days and 20, maybe 22 hours to complete the race, and that's already down from yesterday's forecast, where they would still have taken about 4 days and 3 hours, so slightly less than that now.
Okay, record times are dependable from the weather, so let's talk about the weather. What do you expect for the race?
Well, obviously it's very hard to go beyond any 3 days or so, but we will have very pleasant weather. A couple of days ago they were looking at a beat all the way, so where they would need to tack all the time and be on their toes. That's gone better now, so there's a fair portion of downwind sailing where they get their kites up and so on. So I think on the start we'll see northwesterly breeze with about 15 knots, and that will continue for quite a long time, and they might in the middle of the race course they might even see up to 25 or 30 knots at times, which obviously then a lot of skill in the boat handling is demanded. But I think when we start you will see, as the first 2 boats are coming in now, Brun and Osek, who won the charter race today, on the start you'll see them with their normal sails up, so normal general and so on, just until about wholeness, and then we'll see some of the kites going up, I'm pretty certain, and that will make for exciting mark roundings inside the inner fjord, and then those kites will have to be dropped again for a normal general, and then it's going to come up again. So lots of boat skill and lots of handling skills demanded for the start. And you know, it's narrow waters here in Flensburg, so it will be exciting to watch, I'm sure.
So thank you for your time and good luck for the race.